I mean, obviously today sucks. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it doesn't suck, but we got to do we needed the show to come back because we were hot as hell on the weekend, and we're live, by the way. Yo, what's up, everybody? On this shitty MLB day, there's 6 games and 4 of them are part of the doubleheader, so sucks. But the live show was awesome over the weekend. Not only were we killing it, but we had there was 400 people in here watching. I think that was on Saturday, which is by far the most we've ever had. So we had to come on, dish out a few picks. With me is Prop Beaver, Prop Beaver is actually producing this right now. So he's going to be doing the comments and the picks, typing them in. And then, of course, Toast on the right. Thanks, everyone, for joining. We'll give him another 15 seconds. Prop Beaver, why don't you tell us how your All-Star break was?
How was my All-Star break? I found out that the rogue tire that hit my car like a fucking Donkey Kong barrel was actually $4,000 in damages. So great. Thank God we're coming off a great week because things are just going swimmingly for me. You know, loving life right now. But for real,
he said like Donkey Kong.
It was. It was crazy. And listen, people, you're gonna say, why didn't you swerve out of the way? There was a car to the right. There was a car to the left. I'm a upstanding citizen, and to the people who didn't get hit by that tire, I'm a guardian angel. So I would just like to go ahead and put that out there. Toast, what were you gonna say?
Oh, wait, hold on.
No, you explained it. I was going to say I didn't know that you actually hit the tire, and then I realized that you could have just braked, and then you didn't do that either, so.
Oh, never mind. We are live. For whatever reason, the live's not coming up on my phone.
It's on mine.
All right, cool. We're good then. For some reason, my phone's being weird.
You scared the
All right,
kids
so
off me.
There's already. It looks like there's already like 70-something people in here. All right, so let's dive in. So, first game. Yankees at Astros. We finally get the pitching information in. It is Jordan Montgomery on the mound for the Yankees. That was weird. Took a while for us to get that started. Toast, why don't you start us off? Toast is really excited for today's slate, so he can't wait.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys. I've known Toast for a long time, and I've really never seen this guy get up for a slate like he got up for today's. This is a big day for him.
This is sarcasm. He's pissed. He hates today.
I don't hate today. I just hate here's what I hate. I love baseball. I love betting baseball. I hate the fact that they're double headers and that we didn't know the information before and we're coming out of the All-Star break. There's a lot of things that I just don't like about it. Here's the thing. The first game, though, Montgomery and Javier. Obviously, we know both of these guys have been pretty damn good this year. For as much as we want to talk about Monty, he's been a stud for them. He's essentially consistent at worst. He's going to go out there. He's going to give you 5 or 6 innings, and he's going to give up 2 or 3 runs. I mean, that's what you're going to get from him. Every once in a while, you get 2 runs. Every once in a while, you get 4 or 5 runs. But for the most part, he gives you those constant 5 to 6 innings, 2 to 3 runs. Christian Javier on the other side has just been an absolute beast for them. For the Astros, excuse me. Obviously, we know how well he pitched against them in Yankee Stadium and whatnot. So for me in this game, when in doubt, just play the Astros on the money line. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Astros minus the 120 on the money line for 0.75 units. I'm not the biggest fan of Monty in the first place. And yes, the Yankees have all the stars, and Alvarez and Brantley's not going to be playing for Houston. But at the same time, all of the Yankee stars just had to play in the All-Star game and whatnot. We saw with Corey Seager in Texas, he won't be playing today because of all the travel. Maybe we catch the All-Star or the All-Star Yankees sleeping a little bit here today.
Yeah, I'm in the same spot. I'll go next. Like Toast said, Jordan Montgomery's numbers look good, but for some weird reason, I don't know if the Yanks just refuse to hit for this guy. It seems like the Yankees lose a lot of games that this guy starts, and it's not always his fault. In fact, it's usually not. But just look at the numbers here. The Yankees are 64-28 this season, right? Best record in baseball, 64-28. Do you want to know the record in the 18 games that Montgomery started? 9-9. What the hell? And the dude has good numbers. He's got An ERA under 3.5 on both the home at home and on the road. He's been pitching solid, but for whatever reason, the Yankees lose a lot of games that this guy starts. So yeah, just like Toast, I'm on the Houston money line. Beaver, type that up. Houston money line minus 135. Is that what you got? It minus 120. I got 135.
I did it last night, so I apologize. It probably rose a little bit.
It's 135. It's 135 right now. I'm putting 0.75 units on that, and I'm also going to take the Houston team total over 4.5 for just a half unit on it. It's at minus 140. The team total.
4.5 is at 140. What's the total of the game?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's 3.5. I think it's 3.5.
Okay, I was like, whoa.
It's 3.5. I typed it wrong. Yep, it's 3.5. Because as soon as you said that, I was like, wait a second. I don't like that. No,
I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, so choose the team total over 3.5. Yep, that's correct, Beaver, the way you typed it.
All right, word. Sounds good. Yeah, so I kind of like, I like Houston in this game. I'm just going to say that straight off the bat. Christian Javier at home is a guy that I like to bet. Even though he got rocked a bit by the KC Royals in his last start at home, I think that this is a nice bounce back spot for him. He's got a bunch of days of rest, so I think that's working for him. And dude, this guy has pimped out the Yankees. Like, it's absurd. Well, we saw his last start against him, a no-hitter into the 7th, 13 Ks. He was dealing. And against the Yankees lineup since last year, we got a 115 OBP, 159 OPS, and a 40.6 K percentage. Sheesh. Buddy has absolutely dominated that team. His best spots at home versus some right-handed batters. I like the spot for Houston there. But I also kind of like the spot for the under, because when Houston face lefties, they go under. Every time I bet Houston against a lefty, they go under. It's almost a guarantee. Obviously, there's nothing guaranteed in this world. But what I'm going to do, and what I think has great value, is I'm going to go with a Houston plus 1.5, under 8.5 combo. I got that on FanDuel at plus 140. I think that carries some outstanding value. And I'm going to put 0.5 units on it.
You're a sick freak, Beaver. You're sick.
Nah, I like it. I don't...
Under 8.5?
Yeah.
Under 8.5 isn't even teased enough.
Nah.
Because I was going to say... Yeah, touche, Beaver, because I was going to do that, too. I was going to do Astros plus 1.5, under 10.5 for, like, plus 105, so I feel you.
Listen.
I would take a couple runs, though.
Yeah, that 8.5 scares me a little.
All right, that's fine.
But all right.
You could
that's all right. So an SGP for Prop Beaver.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're on to our next game. That is going to be Rangers.
I'm going first. First. This is Rangers Marlins, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this, the reason I wanted to go first, because this is my favorite bet of this shit day. The reason the Marlins are favorites here, there's only one reason that the Marlins are favorites here, and it's because of the starting pitching matchup. Pablo Lopez has been pretty much better than John Gray for most of this year, and he's at home. John Gray not quite as good on the road. But after you draw the line at the end of starting pitching, that's it. Because the Rangers bullpen's been significantly better. The Rangers bats have been miles better. So have we forgotten what the Marlins lineup was doing before the break? I mean, in their final series against the Phillies, they scored 1 run. Not in the final game. In the final series, they scored 1 combined run. This is until they're Toast, the 2 guys that are hurt. Chisholm, he's still hurt, and then the other guy, Bertie.
John Bertie.
Correct.
They're both hurt still? Okay, so yeah, as long as those 2 guys are out, you cannot rely on this Miami Marlins team to score. I'm not touching the first 5, like I said, because of the starting pitching matchup, but all over Texas here. I don't trust the Marlins bats at all. Give me the Texas Rangers money line at plus 100 for 0.75 units.
Dude, it's already up to plus 110 on DraftKings right now, just so everybody knows. I like just line shopping, just so you guys know. I'm going to follow him because I feel the exact same way. I'm going to take Texas on the money line for a half a unit, and then I'm also going to play the under 7.5 or I'm sorry, 6. Let's go first 5. Let's go first 5 under 3 -110. Sorry, Beaver.
No, it's fine. Just
Under 3?
Under 3. Low totals are low for a reason. Who's scoring on this team? No Seager for Tiger. So yeah, for a half a unit's fine. Yeah, thanks, Beaver.
Hey, no problem, Chief.
Okay.
Yeah, so I posted my pick for this game earlier on Twitter. I'm going to figure out the fonts, by the way, so that it's not blocking Toast Face. I'll get that figured out. It's my first time producing at the crib. We'll get it all seamed out. But I'm going with Pablo Lopez under 4.5 hits allowed, and I got that at -120 this morning. I put 0.75 units on that. There's multiple reasons I think that this is going to hit. Pablo Lopez, yes, he has looked a little bit shaky as of late. But if you look at his last 3 starts, he's actually been quite good. The main thing that's killing him right now is the walks. Thankfully for us, he can walk as many batters as he likes today. Just don't give up hits. And he's been quite good at not giving up hits. His last 7 to 8 games at home, he's allowed less than 4.5 hits. And if you look at the Rangers, yes, against right-handed pitching, they are putting up runs, but if you look at the hits they're getting, the last 7 to 8 games they played against a right-handed pitcher, they've gone under. Pablo Lopez is much better at home, much better during the day, and is also really solid against lefties. Lefties are only hitting 143 against him in day starts, so I think that this is a great spot for Pablo Lopez to do some damage. And I'm also going to do the Miami first 5 team total under 1.5. You could get that at -105 on PointsBet. Exciting news. PointsBet has added first 5 team total overs, so now you don't have to look at DraftKings. You can do a little bit of line shopping, which quite frankly is ideal for me. I don't like being trapped.
That's so exciting. That's so exciting.
I'll tell you what, dude, I'm wet over here over this brand new news. No, but seriously, I hate being trapped into one book for a line. It's quite annoying. So yeah, I don't even really need to explain to you why the first 5 team totals going under. They suck bad.
So someone in the comments saying Texas is the public dog of the day. I'm seeing all the action on Miami. 73% of the bets, 71% of the money. In fact, the public dog that I'm seeing today is Oakland, who I'm also on. But we'll get there. We'll get there. But
First game or second game?
First game.
Perfect. I'm on Tigers.
Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. And that's our next game, Chiefs.
That's the next game.
Yeah.
So the action's on the Marlins from what I'm showing. All right. I don't want to go first.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
No problem. I will be taking, and I know this probably sounds crazy, but I'm going to take the Tigers on the run line, -1.5 at +125 for just a half a unit. Listen. The Tigers today are going to be sending out Tyreek Skubal, and he's just one of these guys that I really enjoy pitching. Skubal hasn't pitched well over the last couple months, but I actually think he did pitch pretty well his last time out. Logue on the hill for the Athletics. I'm sorry, I can't keep that run line out of my head now. Logue on the hill for the Athletics, and he's just one of those guys that it's his 3rd start in the majors. Again, I'm not trying. I don't think we have a lot on him, but both of these offenses obviously are pretty bad. But at least the Tigers, I at least trust a little bit more to score some runs. I think over the last month, I think they've played a little bit better baseball. So I do think. I don't really love this game, but I think that I got to find a way to get some plus money in there, and the Tigers being the away team. So yeah, I'm just going to take a chance with the Tigers here.
Beaver, you want to go second or third?
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll go second. I'm really not going to go too far deep into this one. I'm not a big fan of this game. I'm just going to go with the under 7.5 at -120, and I'm going to put 0.5 units on that. This is a game I just used a lot of line reading on, and it started at 8, then it went down to 7.5, and now some books have it at 7. I can see why. They obviously think that Skubal's going to have a nice bounce back effort here, and while Skubal has been piping out the boys lately with his recent performances, I do think that he's more than capable of shutting down this Athletics lineup. The past 2 times he's been in Oakland, it has been a massacre for the Athletics. 0.82 ERA, 109 WHIP. And his previous start against them at the Coliseum earlier this year, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 earned runs allowed. He looked like an absolute stud. I like him better on the road. He's been better on the road all season. And if you look at his recent games where he struggled, they've mostly been at home. So I like the spot for him. And then Detroit's offense is about as bad as it gets on the road. I don't care if they're seeing a lefty. I don't think they're going to score that many runs. Oakland bullpen's much improved. Tigers bullpen's been consistent all year. I'm just going to take my chances here at 7.5. Oh, another thing with the line movement, it keeps going down, but the money's on the over. So I like that.
All right. Well, I'm on Oakland. So I can't believe I'm backing an Oakland A's baseball team right now. A team that I have said many times is the worst team in baseball. But honestly, I think it's crazy to lay that kind of juice with the Tigers on the road after what we've seen. I mean, I guess it's because of Tariq Skubal. Skubal hasn't even been good recently. It's been a while since we've seen a good start from Skubal. He's broken my heart so many times, I don't even like him anymore. Meanwhile, Zach Logue. Now, let me tell you a thing or two about Zach Logue. I spent a while this morning watching Zach Logue film. Swear to God. I was watching Zach Logue film because there just wasn't many games and I had nothing else to do. He's a crafty lefty. He gets it done. Did anyone happen to check his numbers when he pitched against the Tigers last time?
It was his only good start of the year, I think, and it was dominant.
What are you talking about?
No. That's Jared Koenig. That's Jared Koenig. I got it mixed up. I was looking at both of them this morning. Yeah, no, it was good. It was very good.
All right. Zach Logue went 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs, no walks. So, yeah, he shut the Tigers down. In his last start before the break, he beat Houston, went 5 innings, 2 earned runs, and got the win. I like this kid, Zach Logue. I'm hopping on the Zach Logue fan club, and here are my bets, Beaver, so you can write them in. Half unit on each. Oakland moneyline plus 128. Oakland first 5 moneyline plus 131. I mean, not only so let's get past the starting pitchers, right? Both these teams are better against lefties than they are against righties. Let's get past that though, because both these teams can also suck against lefties. How did the Tigers look heading into the All-Star break? 1-8 in their last 9 games. They were in a tailspin. Meanwhile, Oakland was actually playing some decent baseball. Their final 2 series, they had back-to-back road series at Texas, then at Houston, and they went 3-3 in those 6 games. So I think Oakland is a better team than Detroit right now, and we're getting them at home at plus money.
Okay, I could get down with that. What is it? That's all our thoughts for this game. Yes, we're moving on to the dreaded doubleheaders. Now we got the Yankees.
Starts getting weird.
The Yankees versus the Astros again, and we got Domingo Germán, who I believe is making his first start of the season. So that's interesting.
Yeah, and I'll go first because mine's super quick. Germán hasn't thrown a pitch all season, coming out to throw against the Astros in Houston. I mean, come on, that's a death sentence. As good as the Yankees are, this is just like a horrible setup for them today in this doubleheader. They don't have any of their aces going. Meanwhile, Houston's got Javier and Luis Garcia, 2 of their more reliable arms. I mean, I really think the table is set for Houston to win both games today. Don't worry, Yankees will get right back on track when Cole pitches tomorrow or whenever. No, tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I think he's pitching tomorrow night. So the Yankees, everything is fine in Yankeeville. I just think this is a rough day coming off the break. So I'm going to take Houston money line. This one I got a minus 121. Put 0.75 units on it.
Okay, so Houston money line minus 121, and you 0.75.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Toast, you go next. What are your thoughts, bud? You're not betting it?
Be a man, Toast. Be a man.
Houston team total over 4.5 plus 120 for a half a unit. Just like T-Saw said, Germán coming back. We'll just go with that. That way I don't have to worry about anybody winning.
What were the odds on that?
It's plus 120, he said. Okay. Plus 120.
Yeah, so I the last time I was on the show, I had a nice day. I put on a clinic. Let's keep it that way. I'm not playing this game.
Oh my God, sack up, bro. Sack up. Pass, I'm a hero. Oh my God, bro. This is such a sad day at the Sauce Network. Beaver not only is passing, he's proud to pass.
Which in turn is going to get him demoted from producing the show. So
Now, the only reason
hope you enjoy this episode. It's his first and his last.
the only reason that Kyle would take back to producing is just so he could write mean comments when I pass. I'm going to write.
Well, yeah, I was expecting coward, and I see hero, and now I'm all messed up in my head.
No, I'm a hero who stands for his beliefs. I'm a convicted man.
Prop Beaver lives in a reality where being scared to place a bet is heroic.
It's heroic, yes. It's not.
All right, next game, bro. I'm done with this stupid pass
Not
shit.
easy being brave.
Detroit, and I'll go first because I'm jumping back the other way and going Detroit money line in the second game. Yo, I get it. Oakland heavily favored because Frankie Montas is pitching, but yo, can we really take a look at Frankie Montas' game logs here? Yeah, dude can pitch without a doubt. He's the best pitcher on Oakland, but do the A's win games when he pitches? Because the Oakland A's are 1-13 in their last 14 games this dude has started. So I don't care the kind of numbers he's putting up. They don't hit for him. He's not winning. Yeah, at home against the Tigers is probably the best spot Frankie Montas could possibly have. But the truth is, I am not comfortable laying this kind of juice for the same reason I took Oakland in the first game. I'm taking Detroit in the second game. I don't think either of these teams are good enough to justify laying minus 155, minus 160 odds. No way. So I'm taking the dog in both of them. All I need to do is cash one of those dogs, and I'm up money. Actually, I didn't take the first 5 money line in this. Just Detroit money line plus 135 for a half unit.
Mine's really simple. I kind of echo the same sentiment. I'm taking the Tigers plus 140 on the money line for a half a unit. Same thing. Frankie Montas is going to keep in mind, he hasn't made a start since July 3rd, since he left the game with a shoulder issue. So that's even a little bit more of a reason to like Detroit here. So obviously I played Detroit both games though. So that's just how I feel.
Yo, your boy Hooligans in the comments, Beaver.
The menace to society, the skid mark on Life's underwear is in the comments. Good for him. I'm happy he made it out of hiding. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Detroit first 5 team total under 1.5. You could get that at minus 125 on PointsBet, and I'm putting 0.75 units on that. I didn't even get to do much research on this game because I was doing it for the first game. Really wasn't going to get into the second of the doubleheaders. But people, the Detroit Lions on the road against a right-handed pitcher couldn't hit a grandma. If you put your grandma and she's right-handed on the mound, they would not be able to score 2 runs in the first 5 all for this team. DraftKings has us at minus 155. They have it for a reason. I'm going to take advantage of catching PointsBet slipping. Frankie Montas, I don't care if the guy's shoulder fell off. I don't care if he started pitching with a stub. He would be able to shut down this Detroit lineup. They are pathetic.
Yo, keep in mind, Detroit did go on the road and smack Zach Plesac around a little bit.
Hey,
just saying.
Under 2.5 earned runs, baby. Those weren't earned. Those were not earned. So I'm living free. I'm living cool. All right, let's go on.
Action Jackson said, bro, my grandma's got an arm though.
Dude, I would love. I think his grandma's curved to get them out of the series. It would be real quick, honestly. All right, so let's head on to the final game.
Only one game left already.
Yeah, and I like this game.
Well, then start us off, Beaver. Let us know where you're
ahead.
All right, geez. I'm just gonna go with that nice Giants money line. I wish we did this live a little earlier, so I could have got a little more juice on that bad boy. But I'm still happy to take them at plus 120. Actually, it was plus 125 the last time I checked. So I'll just put 0.5 units on that one. Listen, Carlos Rodon is nasty. The man has been really catching a stride lately. He's looked outstanding. His 2 previous starts against the Dodgers this year, 1-1 with a 1.5 ERA, 0.83 whip. And you look at his numbers since June, and I mean, Jesus Christ. 513 OPS, clean 1.00 whip, 232 WOBA. The man's out here dealing people. And I don't care if the Dodgers have picked up some recent success against lefties. I'm truthfully not impressed with any of the lefties they face. And Carlos Rodon is... He's a clinic man. He just puts on clinics. And Toasty knows this as well. The Giants just seem to have the Dodgers number. If you look at the recent matchup history between these two teams, it's like the Giants' bats all of a sudden come to life. Or more so, the San Francisco pitchers just tend to shut it down and the Dodgers fold. So at a nice plus 125 price, I think it's definitely worth putting a half unit on it. If I was feeling a little more ballsy, I'd go Carlos Rodon to record a win at plus 155. But I'll just stick with the plus 125 here. I think it's shiesty time. Also, Mitch White finally cracked. Last game, we saw him get shelled by the St. Louis Cardinals. And I think he's been a little too good this year. So maybe it's more bad things are to come for Mitch White, unfortunately.
Well, I kind of agree with most of the things you said. I'm not going Giants money line, though. I'm taking the under at 8. And I got it at minus 105. And I think at 8, that's really good value for this matchup here. Like AJ said, Carlos Rodon has pitched well twice against the Dodgers. He's actually pitched really well twice against them this year. I don't see any reason why he can't hold them to 6 innings, 2 or 3 runs again. I think he will. I think you can count on Rodon for 5 or 6 innings, 2 or 3 runs. And then Mitch White, here's the thing. Just because the Giants lineup cashed a couple bets for us before the break doesn't mean that I forget what they were like a week before the break. They were awful. I still don't really trust this Giants lineup. Like Beaver said, Mitch White got exposed, but I actually think that set up a nice little bounce back spot for him here. I think he throws pretty well too. And I think the safest bet is the full game under at 8, minus 105. If I had to pick a side, I like the Dodgers to win this game, but not at the price. I probably will have Dodgers money line involved in the parlay on the VIP ticket, to be honest, but actually maybe not. I don't like that price, but under 8, minus 105, give me 0.75 units. I think it's the best bet on the board.
0.75 units, okay. And then Mr. Toast, I'm assuming you're joining me in Giantsville?
Yeah, I actually like SGP a little bit more. And just for everybody knows, I did play the Giants first 5 and money line, just so everybody knows. But for the show's purpose, SGP Giants plus 2.5, under 9.5 for minus 115. I'll do it for 0.75 units.
Under 9.5. I don't hate that at all.
And you got that at minus 115.
No, I actually like that.
Plus for 0.75 units.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Under 9.5. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a solid bet.
I like the Dodgers with a 3-2 win or a 4-2 win. Probably a 4-2 because of that stupid run line trend. But you know what, Toast? That the Dodgers at home are only 25 and 18 on the run line. So at home, it doesn't really compute as much.
On the run line.
Back to the diamond for the Toronto Blue Jays on the run line. All right, so that's it for the games. I didn't make the parlay yet, so normally I would give out a parlay here, but I'm actually about to do it now and post the VIP stuff, so sorry about that. Yo, tomorrow, loaded MLB slate. I think there's 15 games. I think we got a clean 15. We'll be here 4 p.m., the 3 of us to go through all 15. You know, Fridays are always the best, man, because by the time we get to the 13th game, we're tired, start cursing each other out. So yeah, tomorrow 4 p.m. Also, I think this weekend is going to be the first college football live, maybe Saturday evening. I think I'm doing the Big Ten, all the over-unders for the whole conference. So I don't even know who I'm having on as a guest yet. Maybe Toast will join. Who knows? But well, I think that's going to be Saturday evening. So I will keep you posted.
I'm knees deep in Conference USA right now. Look, watch out for those boys from UAB.
Yeah, you like the UAB boys this year?
You got a new coach coming in, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, just be careful, boys. I'm just saying, throwing it out there for now.
All right.
Well, actually, going into the year, I liked Purdue a lot. And then after the research I just did this past week, I am off the Purdue train. I don't even know if I'm going to take their over wins anymore. Well, we'll talk about that Saturday night. We'll talk about all that and get into it. So Big Ten college football probably on Saturday night. Tomorrow, 4 p.m., we're going through 15 MLB games. Stay tuned. Thank you so much, as always, for joining. Let's have a great day. Let's get back from the All-Star break and pick up a couple unis here.
How about it?
All right,
Really
talk to everyone soon.
Really quickly, somebody asked me if I had a hit parlay. I did Altuve and DJ LeMahieu. It's just the same game parlay for plus 115 in the first game of the Yankees game. That's the best I can do for you.
Also, Beaver Schefter's on the case. The Arizona Cardinals just gave Kyler Murray a 5-year, $230.5 million extension, 160 guaranteed.
Yo, Toast. There's a guy in the comments, Mario Harris, who thinks you're kind of cute, yo.
I haven't showered in a day, but yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
All right, I'm cutting the live off.
Yeah.
I'm cutting the live off. It's getting
Jesus
weird.
Christ.
All right, everyone have a good day. I'll talk to you on Twitter.